Call this evening's meeting to order. This is the regular city council meeting of Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. Could I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Clements.
Here.
Councilman Carter.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey.
Here.
Mayor Gillis.
Here.
Councilwoman Harris.
Here.
Councilwoman Meldrum.
Here.
Councilman Scarback.
Here.
Motion carried.
Can I have a moment of silent prayer? And please keep in mind the family of former Mayor Irene Bird.
Yes.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I have a motion to approve this evening's agenda?
So moved. Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We have an agenda. We have one presentation tonight. We have an Algonac Nice Neighbor Award presented to Ron Davey, presented by Councilman Carter. Councilman Carter?
Ronald.
Would you come up? Ron Davey has been an Algonac resident for over 30 years. He was nominated for a Nice Neighbor Award because he always looks out for his neighbors. In the winter, he takes it upon himself to plow the sidewalks and driveway approaches of all the neighbors for a 2-block radius, no questions asked. He plows from Smith to Market to Green, and Market to Green, and St. Clair to Smith, and then back to Smith and Market, big circle. There are 6 homeowners with physical disabilities on that block, and Ron makes sure all the walks and lower drives are cleared so that the neighbors are not all struggling to clear the snow themselves, giving access for their safety. Ron's thoughtfulness for his neighbors is greatly appreciated. His kindness and actions demonstrate the true meaning of neighbor. We're very thankful to have such a wonderful neighbor like Ron Davey, part of the Algonac community. Nice Neighbor Award. The City of Algonac presents a token of our gratitude to Ron Davey for your kindness and dedication in helping your neighbors. Clearing snow is such a thoughtful task and provides not only safe passage, but also peace of mind to many of your neighbors. Your efforts embody the definition of nice neighbor, and your community spirit sets an example for others to aspire to. We're so thankful for this and everything you do that makes our community a better place to live. Signed, Mayor Rocky Gillis.
Yeah, you gotta get a picture.
Yeah, I've seen you. A lot further than that, though. I've seen you all over the place out there.
Yeah, he gets on that thing and he goes down. Okay, I guess.
Or did it just pass like Bitters too?
Yeah, well, I've seen you over down on State
Oh, he
Street.
just, once he got that, yeah, he goes crazy.
All right, cheese everyone.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, this one helps out from time to time, too.
All right, moving on, we're moved on to public comment. Anybody who'd like to speak for the council, please step up. You have 5 minutes to speak.
Would that be me? That would be me. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna give you one of these and pass it around. Sure. Thank you for having me. I'm actually here today to ask for permission. Not sure if I needed permission, but I'd like to actually post this community paper craft event on the website. Facebook account as well to get it out there to the community. I am a retired accountant, and in my retirement years have decided to give back to the community in my spare time and doing something fun that I've actually done for over 30 years. I'm a paper crafter. What that means is I make greeting cards. Mike knows the cards that I make. I'm actually been invited by multiple high schools to do their craft shows because nobody does what I do. And I feel honored for that. But I would love to be able to bring the community together in our community to do something fun on a Sunday afternoon. Adults only, because what we're doing is a lot of technique stuff, things that maybe people who are veterans in the industry may want to try out different things or learn something new, or those who are new can make themselves. I do greeting cards, scrapbook albums, chipboard albums, shuttle boxes, anything you can think of out of paper. I'm a die cutter by trade, not really a stamper, but we will do some ink stamping as well. These cards are three-dimensional. I did not bring a sample, but if you look on my website, which just was launched back in late January, you'll see in the gallery some of the things that I do too. With that said, I was hoping if you have any questions for me. This is an event that I was hoping to do on a quarterly basis, and we'll see how it goes. I limited the participants to be 50 with the intent that if there's a great, need or somebody's, they're looking forward to doing something like this, then I might actually open it to no more than 100, but 50 to start.
This is cool, and I'm looking at this,
Thank you.
and I can tell, this is something I have a daughter who's
Oh.
gonna be, oh God, I hate to say it, almost 40, and she's developmentally impaired.
Okay.
But she would love this.
She would come, she
She
would be able
would
to come, yeah.
absolutely
I will
love
definitely have
this.
helpers there. This is also for the elderly community too. Since COVID, a lot of us have been locked down and locked in and afraid to get out. And I think this is a good opportunity for all of us to come together and do something fun and get to know our neighbors that live in the area.
What was your name again?
My name is Sherry Appleton, and my company name is Unfeigned Treasures.
This is so cool.
Uh,
I'd like to talk with you, because we have, adults with the art who are higher functioning,
Mhm.
who would absolutely, I would love to see if we could get you to do a thing with us one day.
I do have a lady that at the craft show I just did in Dakota this past weekend, I had a lady come to me and wanted me to help with their homeschool
Oh.
program in their area. They homeschool, so I'll be going to teach, I guess, in a sense, art with greeting cards. Yeah, the whole purpose and reason why I'm doing this is that I'm trying to really get people away from texting and sending emails. It's, everybody loves to receive happy mail,
Yeah,
and
they
instead of receiving bills and junk all the time, to receive something in the mail, and not only that, but it's something that's handmade,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
unique, one of a kind. I never make the same card twice.
Really?
So, I have a lot of dies, and it's a lot of fun, and I used to do this years ago before I started my career, and had an overwhelming large response. So a lot of people do enjoy doing this, and you walk away with 3 items that you did, and I'm there as an instructor to tell you how to use the tools, how to create. Now, with that said, there is a fee for this, and that fee is just to cover the cost of supplies.
Right.
Anything over after all the costs of the supplies are met, the balance of that is gonna be donated to the Vietnam vets. And the reason why I'm doing that is my dad, and I noticed Wendy Meldrum, my dad is Jay Meldrum Jr., and he was a Vietnam vet. So I'd like to give back in that regards, and also too, there will be from time to time, depending on the quarter, I'd like to also have it so that the participants bring like not maybe at this particular one, but maybe in the fall, have them bring a canned goods, so we can start helping the local food banks as well.
That's
So
excellent.
it's gonna
I
be
love
more of
this.
a community outreach, kind of a nonprofit arm up to what my business is. I will not be, of course, people will know that I have a website, you can come out and you can actually purchase things from me, subscribe, I do custom order things, but at these particular function, that is not my, plan is to promote that. It's more just for community craft class basis, and I would rather have you make the card and you write the words from your heart inside and send it to your loved one than you to buy the card from me.
So this is, I love this, this is so cool.
This is nice.
Is there any other questions? I know that it's a lot, especially if you don't really understand what paper crafting is.
Would you be able to
It
stick
is a
around-
hobby.
Would you be able to stick around till after the meeting?
I will, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I
absolutely.
would love.
And please feel free to take a look at my website and go into the gallery. I have been trying to populate as many samples of what I do on the, out on the website. So take a look real quick, so you have a kind of an idea of what it is that I do.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
Anyone else?
Sandra Simmons. I'm sure I sound like a broken record. At the last city council meeting, I misquoted the Open Meeting Act, and I apologize for that. The Open Meeting Act of 267 of 1976. I took a drive up to Port Huron, to the St. Clair County Clerk's office. Met a very nice lady named Cara Denial. She gave me some information, and when I told her that the city of Algonac, in regards to what was sent, your resolution and so on and so forth, I told her that there was no public notice. And she looked at me bewildered. She said that there had to be, and I told her that there wasn't. My FOIA requests have been granted by the city clerk. Thank you. And this is what was sent to the state of Michigan. All that was needed was your resolution, number 23-15, and the public record that was signed by the mayor and the city clerk, stating that you were in full compliance of the law. Because you are a public official, I guess, oh, I'm sorry, and then the proposal one, which was the city of Algonac's fire assessment, and then, of course, the marijuana. It's my understanding, because you are a public official, and once you take an oath of office, and you put your signature on a public record, and certification that it's true and complete, that you do not have to send in a public notice. It's not required. So my question here is this evening, are you ready to go to court?
If you're looking for a response.
I'm not, I'm just putting it out there. I'm not asking you the question, sir. I'm just saying, this investigation, as I stated, has taken me a year. I went on the City of Algonac's meeting dashboard website and I watched your meeting. You had a cake and ice cream maybe for Mr. Martin. You celebrated 50 years. There was 92 years and 2 months worth of experience in this room. You didn't know you needed a public notice for a public hearing, which never took place because the letter F was placed in a regular city council meeting by the city manager. You don't have a public notice for a regular city council meeting's agenda. You stated on there, in regards to the resolution, the Public Act 33 of 1951, that you followed procedures, but you didn't. As I stated at the last city council meeting, I'm very disappointed, extremely disappointed. Dotting I's, crossing T's, getting our ducks in a row, making sure we have all our eggs in our basket. And there it is. The information that was sent to the state of Michigan and the county of St. Clair is false because there was no public notice. Plain and simple. Easter's around the corner, and I won't be coming back to any city council meetings for a while. Hopefully we'll have a court date, and I wish you a happy Easter. And when you bow your head in prayer, and I shouldn't say this because I said before that I wasn't going to preach to you. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. And that's why God sent his son to die on that cross for each and every one of us. So we have a chance to go to heaven. And God sent me here for a reason, to expose the city of Algonac. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Eileen Tesh, good evening. I'm here to talk about the brownfield redevelopment situation, and maybe, according to Mr. Bimbus, that issue is dead, or it's a non-issue, but the residents will not forget that most of you voted unanimously for this project to give a wealthy private developer, CoreCat Property, 24 years of our taxes and our millages. And only by the grace of God and the new St. Clair County Commissioners did the people of Algonac dodge this bullet. And I understand that former chairman Jeff Bohm and our own county commissioner Dave Vanderbosch were behind this project, and that says everything. Because they were the ones that were pushing the 26-mile road expansion and bringing in all the industry and the Chinese battery plants. In fact, the people of Algonac knew nothing about the brownfield redevelopment plan for months. The resolution was passed in July 2024, and it came to light in October or November when County Commissioner Samasco called me and asked me what I knew about it, because it was on the county commissioner's upcoming agenda. So my question to you is, if somebody asked you why you voted for this resolution, what would your answer be? Because it 24 years? Now, I know what Mr. Carter's answer is, because I asked him, 24 years, why would you give this developer 24 years? And he said, because they asked for it. I know what Ms. Harris's answer would be, because I ran into her at the county commissioners meeting, and I said, are you gonna speak? Tell us what's going on, and she said, no, I'm just here to listen, I'm here to get information, I'm having second thoughts. Now, talking about the school millage, just the upcoming school millage, as far as I understand, not one dime of that millage goes for education. There's gonna be a 2025 ballot proposal to eliminate property taxes. Axe My Tax is an organization of citizens initiative for a ballot proposal that will eliminate state and local government's ability to tax and seize real and personal property in Michigan, providing relief and protection for Michigan homeowners, renters, farmers, businesses, and so many more. And this ballot proposal will also eliminate property taxes, provide funding for local services, fund police and fire, fund infrastructure and essential government services, and empower local communities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I feel like a ray of sunshine now. Can I bring this to council to pass around?
Yes, what is,
It's just,
So much.
information. Dwayne Rennet, 207 Roselawn. I'm gonna start by saying that I have absolutely nothing against Algonac Lions Club. I love the pickle tournament. I ran the parade for the last 3 years. But as a Algonac taxpayer, I have a little problem with the way that money's being distributed. About 4 or 5 years ago, the city put together a cost analysis of what it costs the city and city services to help the Lions. Well, that number came up to be $35,000 per year. So today's prices with inflation is probably close to $40,000 per year. That's okay. A lot of other townships and cities, they do the same thing, but instead of their money they pay as a permit fee, it's called a cost recovery fee. So the average, not the average, the standard is 25%. So if Marysville or Baltimore or Cottreville or Romeo or Shelby Township or Richmond, if they spend a certain amount, they get reimbursed 25%. It doesn't happen in Algonac. Tonight, the reason I came here tonight is because tonight you're gonna vote, which I hope you vote yes for the special event permit, but I kinda want you to, in the future, think about bringing the city of Algonac's cost recovery up to par with the rest of the, townships and cities to save us money. It's my money that you guys are spending. So, last 2 years, you guys have paid approximately $80,000 in city services, but you also, you didn't do it just for them, but you spent another $25,200 on upgrading electrical service, which they use and you don't charge them for. So they're getting free electrical and free water, which I don't have a problem with that, if they paid their fair 25%. So they can afford it, and this is why I gave you these papers. I got these are the actual official last 2 years of pickleball tournament profit and loss expense reports. They're available to any Algonac client, they're public record. These are the official forms that they use to file their taxes. So the 85th annual pickleball tournament in 2023, their net profit was $87,520.79. The 86th annual picker tournament, 2024 last year, they net profited $81,549.54 for a 2-year total of $169,000, or $69,070.33. So if you brought them up to the 25% flat rate, it would only cost them an extra $5,000 per year, so they still would have net profited $159,000, but the extra $5,000 of our tax money, you could have spent someplace else, any place else you thought was a good spend. So that, that's that. I know tonight is probably too late to say, hey, wait, let's raise it from 5,000 this year to 10,000, but maybe in the future you can look into it. One more thing, and I know them fairly well, so they're gonna say, hey, wait a second, we bring business into the community. Not so. Last year, the Pickle Tournament Chairman, Eli, Council Scarback, and myself, we hired a geofencing company to tell us what's going on. Most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. If you guys have a cell phone contract, you've given up all your privacy expectations. So anytime you go anywhere with your cell phone's emitting a signal. So the way these companies work, they tell you how many people, you give them a location and you give them the dates. They tell you how many people were there last year, and they break it down so specifically. It's really impressive and a little scary. Only from Dairy Queen, I did the geofencing. I went from Kroger's to Dairy Queen. I went from the river, 1 block on the other side of M29. The only business that profited substantially was Dairy Queen. They profited about 500% more than on a regular weekend. Everyone else from I still drink water, but anyone else from starting at Just Pizza all the way down to Kroger's had very, very slight profits. So they do not bring money into the businesses. That's it.
Thank you.
Actually, there's a lot more, but I only have 5 minutes. Everyone out there has my phone number, except for you, Wendy. If you got any questions, absolutely feel free to give me a call. Or if Emily Pauling wants a copy of this, or any citizen wants a copy of this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Jim?
Sure, thank you, Your Honor. Member of the council, I've been asked to report on the process that was taken by the Algonac City Council in establishing a special assessment district to finance fire services. Back in July of 2023, the City Council determined the best way to maintain fire services was to create a special assessment district pursuant to Public Act 33 of 1951, which allows municipal units of government to special assess for fire services. Public Act 33 expressly requires the hearing notice must be given in a manner required by the Open Meetings Act. The OMA requires that notices must be posted in the city offices and on the city website. These notices were provided for the July 5th, 2023 meeting, in which council adopted a resolution directing administration to create ballot language that would present the question of the creation of a special assessment district to city voters in February 2024 at the time of the presidential primary. On September the 5th of 2023, at another duly noticed and OMA compliant city council meeting, the administration provided a PowerPoint presentation on the need for the special assessment and its costs involved in maintaining fire services. A background explanation of the proposal was provided by the mayor, and that proposal was, that background explanation, was posted on the city's website. That same message was also printed on the back of city water bills and mailed to residents, ensuring that even citizens who weren't registered to vote were provided actual notice of the proposal. A copy of the proposal and a sample ballot were set out in the lobby of City Hall in advance of the election. And from July of 2023 through February of 2024, there were numerous articles in local media concerning the ballot question. And also in that same time frame, the city fire department's Facebook page maintained information about both the initiative and the ballot proposal. So what these myriad efforts did in educating the public ensured that residents of the city received actual notice of the ballot question presented in February of 2024. And on February 27th, over 1,000 city electors turned out to vote, and with 62% voting in favor. Following the vote, City Council conducted a duly noticed public hearing on May 21st of 2024, and then following that on June the 4th, enacted a resolution that confirmed set the annual millage rate, but served as a confirmation of the special assessment role, since that special assessment is enacted over all the lands and the premises of the city of Algonac. Now, I'll tell you, there is a dearth of information, reported information on the topic of process, and that has delayed my report to you this evening. But I have collaborated with and sought the advice of colleagues who practice municipal law, and based on those interactions, I offer these conclusions. Public Act 33 grants City Council the authority to put the question of the creation of a special assessment district on the ballot for the city voters' consideration, and that's exactly what City Council did. The city provided both electors and non-electors alike multiple opportunities to receive information on the ballot question through various media, and the electors responded by voting in the affirmative nearly 2-1. Now, as a technical matter, Public Act 33 requires a publicized public hearing on the question of the need for the creation of a special assessment district. But that requirement, in this case, is a matter of form rather than it is of substance, where council determined to put this matter on the ballot for consideration by voters. What better public hearing to conduct than to have 1,000 people weigh in on this question? Additionally, there was public notice given that met OMA requirements at every stage of the process in which this matter was discussed publicly, and where city administration provided extensive education on the ballot question in many different forms of media. So I want to emphasize the city met or exceeded the purposes and spirit for which a public hearing is intended to be held under Public Act 33. All of the formalities, both procedural and substantive, were met in the city council's consideration of the annual millage rate. It occurred following a duly noticed public hearing on May 21st of 2024, which resulted, as I mentioned before, in the adoption of a resolution on June the 4th that confirmed both the annual rate and the special assessment roll. I conclude that both the process used by city council in creating the special assessment district and in determining the amount of the assessment to levy were in compliance with both the spirit and the substance of Public Act 33. However, I recommend the city council avail itself of authority that's granted by Public Act 188 of 1954, which is a statute that allows city council to schedule, publish, and retroactively conduct a public hearing on the question of the need for and the creation of a special assessment district for the purpose of financing city fire services. This will address any technical omission on the city's, in the city's process and ensure that both substantively and procedurally, the process used by the city in its enactment of the special assessment district is both proper and unassailable. I recommend that city council make and approve a motion to schedule, publish, and conduct a public hearing on the question of the need for the creation of a special assessment district for the purpose of financing city fire services. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Council, can I entertain a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve scheduling a public hearing on Tuesday, April 15th, 2025 at 6 p.m. on the need and creation of a special assessment district for fire services under Public Act 33 of 1951 as recommended by the city attorney pursuant to Public Act 188 of 1954.
Support. Comments, questions? Can I have roll? Can I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Bembas?
Yes.
Councilman Carter?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey?
Yes.
Mayor Gillis?
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris?
Yes.
Councilwoman Meldrum?
Yes.
Councilman Scarback?
Yes.
Motion
Next up, we have city manager report. City manager Gerstenberg.
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. We'll start with the Algonac Activity Center. We are currently getting quotes for the security system and the internet. The plumbing and electrical contracts are to be presented to city council at the next meeting. An update on the pool. We did finally receive the $1 million project agreement from the state, so that will be on the next agenda for acceptance. We did have a project meeting on March 13th on site. The frost laws are currently affecting deliveries. You may know the frost laws are seasonal restrictions on weight limits for commercial trucks and heavy vehicles. They're put in place to protect the roadways from damage as the ground thaws. So we're hoping to pour the concrete walls this week and install the pool rebar next week. They are planning to weld the gutter system at the end of April, and we are looking for a quote for painting the existing bathhouse. So it's exciting to see progress going on. The North Avenue, Elm, and Chestnut Pavement Rehabilitation Program is currently out to bid, and the pre-bid meeting is scheduled for March 26th. And a note on our rental infill and infiltration removal program. As you know, we inspect all of our rentals to make sure that their sanitary sewer leads are not pushing unwanted water into the sanitary sewer system. We have recently discovered 5 rentals with leaky leads. 2 of them were collapsed. 1 lead had major root infiltration, and 2 leads had separated joints. The property owners have 90 days to fix that per city ordinance, and they will not be licensed as rentals until they are fixed. And that's all I have today, Mayor Gillis. Thank you.
Mayor Gillis, is our pool still on schedule to be open on May 1st?
You knew that was coming.
You knew that was coming.
Knew it was
I'm
coming.
trying to,
Knew it was coming.
beat me to the punch there.
Mrs. Gerstenberg.
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. Councilman Bembas, it is still scheduled to open this summer, but May 1st, I don't think so. That's a little early.
May 2nd?
No.
Stop. Stop.
You know, once the frost laws go off and, you know, we can have some nice weather, we'll have a better date to project in the next couple meetings.
Thank you for getting the dirt piles situated at the school. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Looks very nice.
Yes, it does, looks good.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to the consent agenda. Consent agenda consists of the regular city council minutes of March 4th, 2025, departmental reports, light enforcement, building, DPW, finance, fire department, water department. Under communications and notices, we have the boards and commissions roster. And we have no miscellaneous business. Can I get a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Oh, aye, sorry.
All right, we have no unfinished business. Under new business, item 11A is to approve the updated purchase agreement between the City of Algonac and Algonac Shores Limited Dividend Housing Association Limited Partnership. On September 17, 2024, City Council approved the purchase agreement between the City of Algonac and Algonac Shores Limited Dividend Housing Association Limited Partnership for the proposed Garwood development of 25 senior apartments and 18 family townhomes on the property of the former Algonac Elementary School. This project is a $15 million plus investment in the City of Algonac. The developer will demolish the administrative and classroom wings of the school, and the city will retain ownership of the gymnasium for the future Algonac Activity Center. The developer submitted a tax credit application by the October 1st, 2024 deadline, but it was not awarded. The developer will submit an application again April 1st, 2025. If awarded, construction could begin in 2026, completion in 2027. Because the closing of the purchase agreement is contingent upon the developer obtaining tax credits from the Michigan State Housing Development Authority, and because the first application was not awarded, certain dates on the purchase agreement need to be adjusted. Attached is an updated purchase agreement with the following amendments. Number one, change the agreement date from September 17, 2024 to March 8, 2025. Number two, change the application date from October 1st, 2024 to April 1st, 2025. Number three, amend the closing date on or before December 31st, 2026 to allow two extension periods of 6 months each. The city purchased the school property from auction in December 2023. The school failed to sell after being privately listed for almost 7 years. The final purchase price was $196,000. Purchase price of $165,000 plus $20,000 marketing fee plus closing costs. The developer will purchase the property from the city for the $196,000. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the updated purchase agreement between the City of Algonac and Algonac Shores Limited Dividend Housing Association Limited Partnership, and direct the city manager to sign the agreement on behalf of the city.
Second. Comments, questions, concerns?
The first thing that pops into my head, Mayor, is, okay. So say this ends up, they don't get awarded this and they have issues again. And from the beginning of when we purchased the school, am I correct in saying that the activity center is not dependent on this development?
You would be correct, without Mrs. Gerstenberg, correct?
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Davey. No, we're moving ahead with the activity center regardless of redevelopment.
Good, thank you. Thank you for clearing that up for some people there were people who had questions, and as far as I had remembered going through all of this from the beginning, that this is something that residents have wanted. Or, when you ask the list of things that they wanted to see, was a community center, and trying to, let people know that even if there's an issue, regardless, this activity center is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you go back to the visioning study, I think was 2018.
Yes.
Was that, it was a while ago.
Yes.
That visioning study, it said, where you put an orange dot where you wanna see the most development in the
Yep.
city. And I will tell you, 90% of the orange dots were on that school.
I put one there.
And we waited, and think what's happening with that school is gonna be the best thing that we could have done.
Yes.
You're gonna have a $13 million facility for about $200,000 in taxpayer dollars, give or take.
Nice activity center, very nice.
It's gonna be beautiful.
It's nice to see the activity center actually coming along, and I think it's gonna be pretty outstanding for the
Me
community.
too.
On a pretty good time frame, I must say, but it's
Yeah.
rolling along. And, you know, just so everyone, out there in video land understands, we got, what, $700,000 between state funds and ARPA funds to do this?
Yes.
So, just wanna throw that out there.
Any more-
Good job.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, could I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Carter,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey,
Yes.
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris,
Yes.
Councilwoman Meldrum,
Yes.
Councilman Scarbeck,
Yes.
Councilman Bembas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 11B is to approve the special events permit for the 87th Annual Pickerel Tournament, July 3rd through 6th, 2025. We have the special event permit application submitted by the Algonac Lions Club for the 87th Pickerel Tournament to be held 4 days, Thursday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 6th, 2025. Fireworks Saturday, July 5th, main parade Sunday, July 6th. New this year, Bloody Mary Mimosa competition Sunday, July 6th at 9 a.m. M29 will be closed Saturday at 6 p.m. until Sunday at 3 p.m. DPW, fire, and police service required during the pickerel tournament costs the city approximately $20,000 each year. City ordinance requires applicants to reimburse the city for all city ordinance requires applicants to reimburse the city for all costs incurred by the city over $1,000 in preparing for administrating a special event. However, state statute permits municipal governments to expend money in observance of national holidays like July 4th if the event reasonably benefits the public. Per action of City Council on May 18, 2021, the City Council agreed the City of Algonac taxpayers would absorb a portion of the cost incurred preparing and administrating the pickerel tournament, and that the Algonac Lions would be required to reimburse the city $5,000 each year. The Lions submit $2,500 with the special event permit application, and the city invoices the Lions after the event for the $2,500 due and payable on August 1st. All requirement documentation has been received, reviewed, and approved by administration and the St. Clair County Sheriff. Can I get a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the special event permit for the 87th Annual Pickerel Tournament, July 3rd through the 6th, 2025.
Support. Comments, questions, concerns?
Yay.
Summer is coming.
Yes.
Hearing none, could I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Davey,
Yes.
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris,
Yes.
Councilwoman Meldrum,
Yes.
Councilman Scarbeck,
Yes.
Councilman Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Carter.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item 11C is to approve Algonac Pool Project Pay Application Number 4. Attached, we have project pay application number 4 for the Algonac Pool Project. Architect George J. Hartman reviewed the application for accuracy of accounting and construction completion percentages. The application covers the billing period January 1st, 2025 to January 31st, 2025. Previous payments are noted below. We paid $175.9. I'm just gonna give you the dates if anybody would like to look them up. I can. On 11/19/24, we paid the pay application number 1. 12/17/2024, we paid pay application number 2. 1/7/2025, we paid pay application number 3. City Council awarded the project on August 2024 to the low bidder, Robert Clancy Construction, in the bid amount of $2,924,301. The city budgeted $1 million for the construction project for fiscal year 2023 to 2024. Additional monies will be received from the state of Michigan Senate Bill number 747, thanks to Senator Kevin Hertel, a Michigan National Resources Trust Fund grant of $300,000, and an Economic Development Corporation Revitalizing Placemaking grant of $400,000. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve Algonac Pool Project Pay Application Number 4 to Robert Clancy Contracting in the amount of $63,000.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Another
thing towards our.
Another thing's coming up for the summer. We're gonna have a great summer here this year. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris,
Yes.
Councilwoman Meldrum,
Yes.
Councilman Scarbeck,
Yes.
Councilman Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Councilman Carter,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And we're moving on to another exciting thing for the summer, to approve the
Really?
portable toilets agreements in the amount of $6,150. We have 2 portable toilet agreements from ABC Home and Commercial Services for 3 units, one 12-month ADA in the parking lot behind Dairy Queen, one 5-month May through September standing unit at the boat launch, and one 5-month ADA unit at the boat launch. 2 units at the boat launch were added in 2020 as a result of the increased attendance at Riverfront Park. There is no increase from fees from last year. ABC has acknowledged that any graffiti inside or outside will be removed as needed unless it's about Mayor Pro Tem Don Davey. Oh, no, that doesn't say that.
Okay, look, I just wanna say, I did nothing. I have witnesses, I did nothing, I was behaving. Mind you, go on.
Can I have a motion, please?
Yeah.
Really? See, is there some date that says bus non-stop? Okay. We'll make a motion to approve portable toilet cleaning agreements for one ADA unit and one standard unit next to the boat launch across from Dairy Queen from May to September, and one ADA unit behind Dairy Queen year-round by ABC Home and Commercial Services, whose address is 8061 Marsh Road in Clay, at a cost of $6,150, and direct the city manager to sign the agreements on behalf of the city. Now, you guys like how I did that? I was like all adult and everything.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns?
Really? Do you really?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Hearing none, could I have a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilwoman Meldrum.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Councilman Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Carter.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey.
Yes.
Mayor Gillis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next up, another summertime, we're being approved to approve the St. Clair County Parks and Recreation Commission stage rental contract. We have a contract to rent the stage from St. Clair County Parks and Recreation Commission for the use of the 2025 Music in the Park series. City Council previously approved the special events permit for the Music in the Park on the following dates: Thursday, June 5th, June 12th, June 19th, June 26th, and July 10th. St. Clair County Parks and Recreation raised the fee for the stage rental January 1st, 2025, from $500 to $750 per use. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion to approve the stage rental contract with St. Clair County Parks and Rec Commission, whose address is 8254 County Park Drive, Meadows, Michigan, in the amount of $37.50 for the 2025 Music in the Park series, and direct the city manager to sign the agreements on behalf of the city.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns?
Mayor, at one time we were talking about possibly co-buying the stage. Any updates on that?
Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Whose name was Clay?
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. Councilman Bembas, thank you for your question. So, former Clay Township Supervisor Artie Bryson applied for a grant through Dave Vandenbosch for ARPA dollars to be used to purchase a stage that would be used by both Ira Clay and Algonac for Music in the Park and other events in the downriver areas. Unfortunately, it's not going to be ready until December of 2025.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
hopefully we will have it for next year,
Oh, cool.
and then the three of us will be able to share it.
Good.
So thank you to Supervisor Bryson for putting that application in and getting it funded for us.
Very good. That's all, thank you. Anybody else? Can I have a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Meldrum.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Councilman Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Carter.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey.
Yes.
Mayor Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Moving on to accounts payable.
I'll make a motion to approve accounts payable and payroll in the amount of $250,653.83.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, could I have a roll call, please?
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Councilman Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Carter.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey.
Yes.
Mayor Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilwoman Meldrum.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Items for next agenda, Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Gillis. We will have a special event permit for the Easter sunrise service. Oh, no, we had that last week. wrong one, sorry. We will have a special event permit for St. Catherine's procession. Nuisance abatements for 2 properties within the community. We will be accepting the Leo grant for the Algonac Pool, that $1 million. We will hopefully be awarding the activity center contracts for both electrical and plumbing, and we will have it. That's all I have.
Council comments, Councilman Bembas.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Appleton, for coming out. This is great. Now, what we call this in the post office is a mail moment. Everybody gets texts, emails, you glance through it, that's the end of that. But when you get something in your hand that you can touch and feel, even if it's just for a few minutes, it gives you a lasting impression, okay? Something that you remember, okay? That's why this is so great. These are also posted on the bulletin board in the post office because you can sign up with the QR code in your telephone. I'm also in the process of dropping some off at every church in town, so that, you know, maybe out there, like Dawn says, Video Land, you go to church, bam, sign up. I appreciate anybody who comes up with another event and thank you. Tomorrow at First Lutheran Church, Irish stew. We went with Irish stew tomorrow for dinner from 5 to 6:30 because I think everybody is just kind of corned beefed out. So hopefully we see everybody there tomorrow. And with that, I'm excited for that poll, May 3rd.
Really?
Wow. We'll take it from there. Thank you.
Councilman Carter.
Summer's coming, few warm days and then a few cold days, but it's exciting that at least we know it's coming. Thank you, Ms. Appleton, for what you're doing and for coming and presenting it to us. Special, again, congratulations to Ron Davey. It's really great when citizens care about each other and show it and do things that they don't have to do. He doesn't have to do that, but he's out all summer long and all winter long. I just lost, sorry. Easter's coming, April 12th from 11 to 12:30 p.m. at Clay Township Park. Woodside sponsoring an Easter egg drop. If it's okay, Mr. Rimbus, Councilman Rimbus, I'd like to bring a flyer. There's the post office. There's a QR code. There's one on the window at Woodside. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure exactly what an Easter egg drop is, but I know it's got to do with the boom of a fire truck. So should be a great time. Take a walk and enjoy the weather and take in some great air. That's what
Mayor Pro Tem Davey.
Yes, actually. First I want to say, thoughts and prayers to the family of former Mayor Irene Burke. She spent a lot of time trying to do some really good things in this city. And, I'm sad to hear about that, cause I'd seen her not too long ago. So keep the family of, Irene Burke in your thoughts and prayers. Yeah, my husband got an award. See, here's the thing, he's gonna be all kinds of happy about this, because, I got an award from the city, Nikolai got an award from the city, Amber George got an award from the city, but Ronald Davey didn't get squat, and he's the one that's out there in the snow, and he does. He just gets going, and he doesn't stop until everybody is done, up and down Market Street, on Green Street. Our neighbors, cause, we live, at the corner of Smith and Market, and the next house, Meldrum's over. And
Come on down my street.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. And our neighbors, we've always treated their yard is our yard. I mean, Nikolai learned to pick up sticks over there when he was 3, cause, that's our yard too. And that's what he does. So, It was very, very nice of Jamie Sternberg to do that. Happy to hear about the pool. Thank you so much for this. I looked at this and that was the first thing I thought of. Especially when you said scrapbooking, it, my daughter would love this. Like I said, there are adults, in Amber's peer group are higher functioning who would love this. I think this is the coolest thing ever. Made a happy day. And, see, I could sweat Mayor Gillis upside the head, but somebody get mad. So other than that, I'm
No
done.
problem.
Thank you very, there's actually a bunch of people that are gonna go Dawn. But other than that, that's all I got. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you.
I just wanna thank everyone for coming, and good job, Sherry Appleman. I remember you from the Lions Club, you brought your things in, Brent's wife, very nice. I hope you have a good success. I also wanna speak on the regret of the passing of Irene Bird. She's got a memorial this weekend at the Algonac Lions Club. Congratulations to Ron Davey, and probably once this is done, the recording's done, then she will hit Rocky in the head. That's all, thank you very much.
Councilwoman Elder?
Just thank everyone for coming out, and then congratulations to Ron for the, Good Neighbor Award. I've seen him out and about.
Yeah, he's going on, I think.
And sure, yeah, again, this looks fun, so I look forward to, sitting in that class with you. Thank you.
Councilman Sarah?
I just wanna thank everyone for coming out. I think that idea is very awesome, bring that event in town. And I just wanna congratulate Ron for everything he does. Literally, you'll drive by in the morning and he's cutting lawns, and then you'll see him like 2 hours later cutting lawns on the other side. He doesn't stop, he's just running lawn care business.
Yep.
But, yeah, just congratulations and thank you guys again.
All right, well, I want to congratulate Ron as well. I know he does a lot for the community. The whole Davy family does a lot for the community. I really appreciate it, Don. So,
That's not helping you any, but thanks.
I'm just trying not to get hit. I'm gonna probably move the gavel this way.
Yay.
But, you know, the passing of Irene Bird, I was very sad to hear that. She worked very hard for the citizens of Algonac, and I'll tell you what, the whole time I was on council, she never sugarcoated things for me. She told me
No,
what,
she did
she
not.
told me she told me what she wanted to tell me, and even if she disagreed with you, it was very, very respectful. So I will cherish that. I think that might be all I have this evening. I know it's been kind of a long meeting.
Really?
Yep, I'm just trying to figure out how to get away from you quickly. So,
I'm gonna sit in the front row and get my phone out.
do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion to adjourn.
Did nobody tell Mr. Bryson what time the meeting was? What are you doing, dude? You're late.
We have a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We adjourn.